Have you ever felt trapped, manipulated, or constantly drained by someone who seemed to thrive on your pain? You've fought, you've tried to reason, you've given everything. But how do you really know when you've won? When have you truly, definitively, defeated a narcissist? Most people think defeating a narcissist means getting revenge, exposing them, or seeing them suffer. But what if true victory isn't about them at all? What if it's about a profound internal shift within you? Carl Jung, the visionary who delved into the deepest corners of the human psyche, offers a radical, liberating perspective on this battle. Today, we're revealing 7 clear, undeniable signs that you haven't just escaped, but you finally defeated the narcissist in your life, not by breaking them, but by finally, truly, winning your own self back. The very first and perhaps most profoundly liberating sign that you have genuinely defeated a narcissist isn't a dramatic confrontation or a public expose. It's the profound and utterly undeniable peace that finally settles into your being. Where their unpredictable presence once created a constant state of hypervigilance, and their absence felt like a gaping void, an agonizing silence filled with anxiety and desperate yearning for their validation, it now transforms into a sacred sanctuary. Before, their strategic silences might have triggered a relentless spiral of self-doubt, a desperate need to fill the void, or a paralyzing fear of what manipulative scheme they were orchestrating behind the scenes. Now that same silence is not just tolerable, but a quiet, cherished relief, the very air you breathe after being suffocated by their constant drama. You haven't just disengaged from their manufactured drama triangle, you've permanently stepped off their stage. Their lack of communication is no longer a weapon wielded against you, designed to punish or control. It is, quite simply, the serene quietness you have deeply craved. This isn't merely about ignoring them or cutting ties. It's about cultivating a deep, unshakable inner quietness within yourself, a personal haven where their incessant chaos and manipulative reverberations can no longer reach or disturb your newfound tranquility. The second unmistakable and deeply satisfying sign that you have achieved true victory is when their desperate, relentless attempts to provoke you finally, utterly fall completely flat. Narcissists are emotional vampires. They thrive, drawing their very life force from your reactions. Every surge of anger, every tear of frustration, every desperate plea for understanding, or every anguished defense you offer, these are not just emotions. They are their vital narcissistic supply. These reactions feed their insatiable ego, confirm their twisted sense of control and power over you, and validate their warped reality. But now, the dynamic has fundamentally shifted. When their carefully crafted manipulative texts designed to upset you, their cruelly targeted jabs aimed at your deepest insecurities, or their elaborate dramatic narratives meant to drag you back into their chaos elicit nothing more than a calm, almost indifferent, internal shrug from you, that is the moment of their profound defeat. Your serene, unshakable emotional detachment effectively starves their desperate need for supply, cutting off their lifeblood. You are no longer merely resisting. You are no longer dancing to their destructive tune. Instead, you have decisively, irrevocably, cut the strings of their puppet show, leaving them with a lifeless, unresponsive marionette that no longer performs for their twisted amusement. The third sign, and this is where the victory transcends mere psychological tactics to become something truly profound and deeply Jungian. You have definitively defeated them when you no longer, even unconsciously, seek their validation. Narcissists are masters of control, and one of their most insidious tactics is to subtly yet relentlessly condition their targets to believe that their very worth, their identity, and their capabilities are contingent upon the narcissist's approval, recognition, or even their mere acknowledgement. You become accustomed to measuring your value by their ever-shifting, impossible standards, trapped in a relentless pursuit of their fleeting praise or the avoidance of their crushing criticism. However, as you courageously embark on the vital work of integrating your own shadow self, as Jung so eloquently described, acknowledging, understanding, and embracing those hidden, disowned parts of your personality, a monumental internal transformation occurs. You begin to forge a robust, resilient connection with your authentic, true self. In this process, your inherent sense of self-worth naturally becomes internally derived. It no longer emanates from an external source, particularly not from a manipulative one. Their volatile opinions, their harsh judgments, their scarce praise, or their cutting criticism, all the tools they once used to control your emotional landscape, now become utterly and completely irrelevant. Your intrinsic value becomes self-evident, a radiant truth that shines from within, no longer contingent upon the distorted, ever-changing, and unreliable mirror they once held up to you. This is true freedom, a reclaiming of your sovereign self. The fourth sign is remarkably simple, yet profoundly telling. Their name no longer triggers an automatic emotional response. No surge of anger, no pang of sadness, no knot of anxiety. Hearing their name, seeing a picture, or even recalling a memory of them simply passes through you, like a cloud in the sky. It's not about forgetting, it's about the emotional charge being completely neutralized. This signifies that the trauma bond is broken, and their psychological grip has finally dissolved. The fifth sign is that you know you've won when you fully reclaim your own narrative. Narcissists love to rewrite history, to twist events, and to control the story of your relationship to make themselves the victim or the hero. But when you confidently hold your truth, when you know what happened, and you no longer feel the need to justify yourself or correct their lies to anyone, you've taken back your power. Your reality becomes unshakable, independent of their distortions. The sixth sign points to a mature form of psychological victory is that you develop empathy for their underlying brokenness, without any desire to re-engage or fix them. This is not pity or a return to naive compassion. It's a Jungian understanding that their grandiosity is often a compensatory mechanism for profound insecurity. You see their wounded inner child, but you hold firm boundaries. You understand, but you do not allow their pathology to infect your peace. This emotional distance is key to true freedom. Finally, the ultimate sign you've defeated a narcissist is the vibrant, undeniable flourishing of your own life, entirely independent of their influence. Your energy, once consumed by their drama, is now channeled into your passions, your true connections, and your personal growth. You are building the life you want, not reacting to the life they dictated. This thriving, this newfound joy, this sense of autonomy that is the undeniable proof of your victory. They lose because you win, not by causing their downfall, but by building your own ascension. True defeat of a narcissist isn't a loud, public declaration of their downfall. It's a quiet, profound internal victory. It's about dismantling the internal prison they built for you, piece by piece. It's about healing your own wounds, integrating your shadow, and reclaiming your authentic self. This is the path to genuine freedom, as taught by the deepest psychological insights. You win by becoming whole, by becoming unreachable to their manipulation, and by creating a life so rich and authentic, their absence is simply a testament to your peace. Have you recognized any of these signs in your own journey of healing? Share your insights and experiences in the comments below. Your story might be the light someone else needs. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe for more transformative psychological insights, and ring the notification bell to join our community. Your journey to self-liberation starts now.